from Jackson Jacobson. Now he's out the right side. Rudolph through the middle. Slow and methodical up to the blue line. Now up towards the red. He'll chip it ahead. McHaggerty's in on the attack. McHaggerty dumps it low. Pantelas is back for it. Pantelas gets it ahead, and it's out the right side for Caleb Hadland. He's ahead with Misselbacher and Jacobson. Hadland goes over to Misselbacher off his skate below the goal line. Barrett now Sievertson, and the Raiders have control. Sievertson on the left side wall. McHaggerty has to turn back for it. He'll curl in front of his goaltender, now behind. McHaggerty ahead for Heisey. Heisey now going to burst up the left side. Heisey gains the red line, dumps this one in. Right side of Krause. And the Wheat Kings get control. Pantelas. Poke check by Sievertson, who's hard on the forecheck. Now Korkish helps get it loose out front, looking for Coots, who tips that one towards the goal. And I think missed just time, might have caught part of the goaltender. Korkish finds Coots again in the corner. Coots, backhand feed out front, looking for Boychuk just out of the lane as one of the Wheat Kings got a stick in the lane. Now here's Nick Johnson trying to get a handle on this one. He's got Hadland in there helping him out as well. Coots trying to sneak it away, and it comes loose. Misselbacher dumps it in. Barrett can't stop it behind the net. Misselbacher's got it back. Now right side. Here's Pantelas closing in. His shot blocked. Here's Barrett on the left side. Plays it behind the net, looking for Matches Mann. Mann up the right side. Takes a hit from Hadland, but gets it ahead for Boychuk. Over left side for Barrett now. Barrett's over the blue line. Up ahead looking for Coots, who couldn't handle it. And here come the Wheat Kings the other way. Misselbacher left side with Jacobson. Fires a shot that's blocked. Rebound. Sent towards the goal. And Orschelak just getting reset. Knocked the net off of its... Shovels it below the goal line. Bennett Kelly's there for it. Doobie helps him get it loose. Doobie's out the left side now. Up towards center. And over the red line through the middle as he crosses right. Gorzinski gains it at the blue line and dumps it in. Evan Smith goes in hard on the forecheck. And he'll block the clearing attempt from Egan. Smith gets control now, trying to find a pass in towards the middle. Connor Howe is coming out of the bench, but that pass didn't have the gas to get to him. And here comes Misselbacher up the right side. Misselbacher towards the middle. Rudolph picks that one off before Bethal can get a handle on it. Pantelas makes a hit and gets it back right side. Here's a shot from Misselbacher, and that's glove being won in favor of the Wheat Kings. That makes a little more sense. But either way, a bit of a slow start, Marty.
Yeah, it certainly has been.
Here's a quick chance. Here's Brzezinski. Steals the pass away from the Raiders. Comes up to the line off the missed shot. And now it's poke checked out. And Evan Smith's on a 2-on-0 with Harvey. Smith into the corner, though. Harvey couldn't have a clean lane, so Harvey and Smith go to work on the forecheck. Puck comes loose to Pantelas. He'll clear it to the line, not out. Christensen, now Evan Smith. Right side, Rudolph with a lane to walk in. Rudolph towards the goal. And that one whistles just wide. Flipped high in the air, and here's a chance for Luke Misselbacher, who's in alone. Misselbacher fires and scores. Luke Misselbacher, I think, has scored every single time. Lone pass up the wall is taken away by Coots, and now Kelly back in his own zone ahead for Cripps again. Cripps trying to get away from Jacobson, but gets swallowed up towards the wall. Hadland gets a handle on it, but it's chipped out to center. Now there's a race for it. Boychuk's going to win it. Boychuk has Brzezinski in the middle. Boychuk trying to drag around him, but Brzezinski forces him to the corner. Wiring with a hit on Brzezinski as the puck comes out to center. Here's Hadland, left side for Nick Johnson. Towards the goal, glove down by Rudolph. Puck played behind the net, and Gorzinski's got control. Here comes Brandon Gorzinski. Nice move into the middle of his own zone. Up the right side for Rudolph, who keeps it going. Off center, Rudolph holds onto it at his own blue line and sent left side for Coots. Coots, Oyering, Heisey, and Gorzinski. That's the rest of the power play unit, and the Raiders are getting another power play here as Gorzinski gets it on the right side, fires and just misses short side. Rebound in front, Heisey waiting for someone to touch it. And Hadland will, so the Raiders will go to the 5-on-3 for 1:38.
This is a hooking call coming the way of the Brandon Wheat Kings, and this time it's going to be Giorgos Pantelas going off for the Brandon Wheat Kings, and this was just some terrific stick handling by Braden Coates, trying to break in between two.
Trying to get around Rudolph. Klippenstein on the left side after his shot failed. Now gets it back to the middle of the blue line. Pantelas a shot through traffic. It's blocked. Christensen goes down to a knee as a result, and Coots looks to skate it out to center. Coots over the center ice line. Right side for Korkish, who might have a step. Korkish back to Coots. Coots from a sharp angle, forced wide. Now the battle for it behind the Wheat Kings goal. Pantelas gets loose with it. He's out the right side. His pass into the middle, taken away. Gavin now overlooking right side for Klippenstein. And the Raiders can't go for their change they want to go for. Here's it's right in front of their bench. Here's Klippenstein who takes it away. As a result, they go on the 5-on-3, has this game tied. Oyering on the draw here, and Doobie crashing towards the front of the goal. The puck comes loose. Misselbacher's got it, and he'll curl behind his net. Luke Misselbacher opened the scoring for the Wheat Kings a few minutes ago as well. Gives it to Brzezinski on the left side. Now Jacobson ahead, and Jacobson lost his handle on it. Oyering able to get it ahead. Now Gorzinski trying to track it down. Gorzinski Leaves it on the wall. Christensen chops it to the corner for Doobie. Doobie keeps it going behind the net, and Oehring's the first man to it. He'll shovel it back to the right side point for Rudolph now. Rudolph settles it down. Now towards the slot. Here's Doobie towards the goal. That's stopped. Rudolph cuts in from the point and gets the rebound back. Right side point, Christensen. He'll drag and fire. Tipped on goal by along with Mann and Barrett. Off the draw. It's one to Sievertson, who turns and fires. That one's stopped by Krause. And now here's McKegarty on the left side wall. Into the corner for Sievertson. Sievertson pinned to the wall, but gets it back to the left point for Mann. Mann lets it go around behind the net, and McKegarty's there for it in the opposite corner. Heisey one-touch feed to Barrett at the right point. Barrett holds on to it, looks through the middle, now sends it low. Sievertson behind the net, surrounded by a couple weak Kings, but tries to play it out front and just off the stick of McKegarty, who blocks an exit pass. Second one comes to Mann, and now here's McKegarty in towards the goal, has Heisey in the slot, who fires into the Raiders' zone. Christensen's after it, left side of Orschelak. He gets pinned to the wall. Heisey gets it loose. Heisey trying to shovel it up the left side, but fanned on it. Last minute of play brought to you by our friends at Mr. Mike's. Rudolph out the right side for Boychuk. Boychuk dumps this one in. He's in after it. Pantelas stopped behind his net. Finds Brzezinski on the left side. Brzezinski curling back and forth. Now up the left side, and he'll get it to Jimmy Egan. Egan's over center and into the Raiders' zone down the left side. Now centering feed, looking for Jordan Gavin. His one-timer deflected wide. Sievertson plays it out to center. Pantelas sends it back into the Raiders' zone, but now they win it. Heisey finds Sievertson a drive. That's stopped by Krause. The rebound comes out to Brzezinski. He's going to try and get away from McKegarty and can't. Heisey going to walk out front. He'll try a shot stop. Rebound, it's still loose. Krause able to cover up and mix the melee of Krause as Jacobson and Heisey line up for battle again. Jacobson wins this one. Brzezinski up the left side for Hadland. Chipped out to center. McKegarty on the back check gets to his blue line before he curls to the right wall. Gets around one hit, not around the second. Puck comes loose to Pantelas. He'll send it up the right side for Misselbacher. He'll dump it into Raider territory, and Christensen will scoop it up. Christensen stops before he gets behind his net. Leaves it in the left corner for Rudolph. Out the right side, out to center. Brzezinski cuts off the pass intended for Sievertson, and it's dumped into Raider territory again. Christensen left corner, now right corner. Leaves it behind the net for Rudolph. Rudolph off the left side wall. Pantelas knocks it down into Raider territory, but Rudolph pokes it out, and McKegarty's one-on-one against Brzezinski. McKegarty waiting for his teammates to catch up. Finds Rudolph sneaking into the middle, but he can't hold on to it. Pantelas takes control, and he'll try to skate out to center. Sends a pass up the right side, and it's Brzezinski now. Play. Heisey on the draw with Oehring and Gorzinski. Back to the right point. He gets by Rudolph, but he's able to poke it away from Hadland, who was trying to sneak away on the breakaway. Coots, the fifth member of this power play, gets control and sends it into the right corner for Rudolph. Rudolph now with control, and he'll skate this one ahead. Rudolph through the middle of the blue line, now through the middle of the Wheat Kings blue line. Left side for Oehring as he enters. Back up the wall for Rudolph. Rudolph trying to chip it back to the point, but it's blocked, and now they'll have to battle for it. Puck comes loose into the corner. Gorzinski after it. He'll try and shovel it behind the net. He's pinned to the wall. Three Wheat Kings all around him. Pantelas and Lavoie in the corner for the Wheat Kings, and they're fighting each other for the puck. It comes loose to Coots, who gets it back to the left point for Rudolph. Right side point for Heisey. Heisey into the corner for Oehring now. Back to the right point for Gorzinski. Gorzinski, side of the goal for Oehring, trying to send it out front for Heisey. It gets knocked off his stick, but it comes back to Gorzinski. Left side, Coots, a one-timer whistle just wide. Coots left wide open on that face-off circle, but just couldn't fine-tune that one enough. Pass intended for Coots is knocked in the air. Oehring knocks it down, and Oehring back up the left wall finds Coots, who plays it off the wall, and Oehring's after it. Sportskov's the first man to it. Oehring puts him to the wall. Puck comes loose for Pantelas, who clears it. 45 already a ring. Face-off in the Wheat Kings zone. We're tied at 1 as Gorzinski helps it back for Christensen. Now left side for Rudolph. Rudolph towards the goal. I think that hit the pad as Oehring and Doobie were both in the area looking for a tip. And now here come the Wheat Kings out to center. Bethal dumps this one in. Orschelak behind his net, slows it for Rudolph on the left. Rudolph off the left wall looking for Doobie at center. Lost in the skates of him and Pantelas. And the Wheat Kings get control out to center. I think Bethal got a tip on this. Yes, so icing's waved off as Rudolph curls behind his net to the right and sends it left for Christensen, who also curls out the right side. Back ahead for Rudolph on the half wall. Rudolph now up the left side finds Doobie. Doobie with some speed, trying to play it towards the middle, and Oehring is taken down into the goaltender. Pardon me, that's Gorzinski down in the goaltender. Play stopped, and now some pushing and shoving. Oehring just had his helmet ripped off there as trying to pull him out of the pile was Nigel Payne. Pick it up right side of his own zone as he's chased back below the goal line. Kelly played it up the right side. Jacobson takes it away. Played back to Bennett. Kelly behind his net, who shovels it right side for Cripps. Cripps going to spin his way away from Misselbacher and then spin the other way, and Cripps is out to center. His pass up the left side, disrupted, but it comes to Gorzinski at the left side of the blue line. Gorzinski, side of the goal, Oiring now trying to shovel it out front. Can't get a handle on it. Doobie trying to get it loose from Jacobson. Misselbacher jams it out for the Wheat Kings, out to the Raider blue line. Rudolph in his net. Christensen looks out the left side. That one went off Boychuk, and he doesn't realize it. Swatted out to center on the second effort there, and here's Connor Howe on the left side. He'll dump it in. Wheat Kings have it in their own zone. Brzezinski in the left side corner. Sends it right side for Pantelas. Pantelas knocked off the puck. Here's Coots now in the lane. Coots drops it back. Boychuk trying to fire this one on. That's blocked back to the point. Here's Matches Man ahead for Boychuk. Boychuk back to man, a one-timer. That's stopped. Rebound comes to the slot. Here's Korkish. Outweighs Kraus. Kraus with a great save. Rebound. Oh, it still stays out there, putting the buzzer on, but it's still loose. Korkish and Coots battling for it, and Coots gets it loose behind the net. Coots now gonna skate to the middle. Back to the right side point. He'll fire from distance. Kraus without a stick.
Core get involved with the scoring.
2 goals from the Raiders defense as Boychuk picks it up off the draw in the offensive zone. Boychuk on the right side wall, looking to the middle, looking for Coots, but it's just on the wrong skate there. Otherwise, he had a great one-timer setup. And now Turco is going to dump this one in. Orszalak stops it behind his net and sends it right side for Boychuk. Boychuk going to wait back into the corner and sends it left side for Christensen. Christensen got his head up and lost his handle on the puck as a result. Nick Johnson takes a hit from Christensen as a result of the play, but the Wheat Kings maintain possession in the attacking zone. Sirkin pinned to the wall by Coots. Wheat Kings still searching for their first shot of this second period. It's Pantelas has a shot blocked into the corner. Rudolph after it behind the net, tied up with Turco. Puck comes loose. Boychuk ahead to the blue line. Korkish now drop back for Coots. Coots going to work up the right side. Coots towards the goal. That's stopped. Rebound swept behind the goal as Boychuk followed up the play. Now here's Sirkin up the right side for Turco. Turco plays it off the wall out to center. Bennett Kelly knocks it down and dumps it right back in. Breaks the stick of Sirkin on the play. Here is Kelly, gets it back and skates it in. Drop back for Boychuk now. Boychuk works to the right of the slot, fires and misses just wide blocker side. Now Cripps holds it in from the left point. And it goes around behind the net to Boychuk in the opposite corner, looking towards the slot. Smith was there, but Bethal was in the lane and took the pass away. And Bethal has it out to center off a feed from Turco. Bethway, but lost a stick as a result. And Turco's going to try and work this one in. He'll play it over the head of Korkish. Into the corner for Klippenstein. Klippenstein drives behind the goal and gets it to the right side wall. Turco, now Pantelas at the point. He's poke checked out to center. Korkish is able to work it out and now sent ahead. Rudolph trying to get in on a breakaway. Rudolph down the right side is forced to the right wall. And Rudolph still on the attack. Dropped back off as Sirkin took it away. Now here's Pantelas out from the left side. Still 3:30 left in this second period. Wheat Kings with 19 seconds of power play to work with. Hadlin trying to skate his way in through the middle. Knocked off the puck. Turco couldn't hold on to it, and here comes Coots out to center. Braden Coots now trying to go 2-on-1 with Smith, and Kraus tried to clear it. Smith knocked it out of the air. Smith put to the wall, and the Wheat Kings get control. Pantelas sent left side. Sirkin behind his net, picked up by Lavoie. Raiders back to even strength as Kelly exits the box and heads to the bench. Too many bodies in the lane. Here comes Jordan Gavin. He's got Misselbacher going to the front. Gavin doesn't have a lane to shoot. He'll find the trailing Pantelas, but it's knocked off his stick. And here comes Max Heisey for the Raiders. Heisey out the left side to center. Gains the red line, dumps it in. And the Raiders going for a change here as Pantelas picks it up behind his net. Looks out the left side, and he'll send it ahead for Brzezinski. Brzezinski now over the left side of center, dumps it in. Orszalak behind his net, stopped there, slowed it down. Christensen gets a handle on it, right side for Rudolph. Rudolph knocked off the puck, it comes loose. And back to the left point, Brzezinski. Down below the goal line for Hadland out front. Misselbacher tried a one-timer, but fanned on it as he had a stick in the lane. Rudolph gets control and ahead for Oiring up the right side. Oiring now through the middle finds Heisey. Korkish up the left side. Korkish return feed for, that's Coots sneaking in. And he's stopped. It comes back to the right point. Christensen holds on to it. Fires! That's tipped just one. Stepped over the line while Joey Vomuller tried to feed it to him. And now here come the Raiders out to center. Christensen through the middle finds Gorzinski stick handling his way in down the right side. Gorzinski's pass back for Dubie's picked off. Jacobson's pass out to center is picked off by Christensen. Here comes Christensen. Tried to drag and fire. Blocked, and the Wheat Kings are out to center. Here's Hadland up the left side. Hadland cutting towards the middle. Sends it right side for Pantelas. That one's on goal, and it's in the... And we're taking forever. There we go. Heisey gets the win. Played into the corner for Mann. Mann lost his handle on it, but Heisey helps get it loose for the Raiders. Up the left side, McKegarty tips it off the wall into the official, and it helps get it loose. Sievertson now Heisey out to center. Heisey down the right side in front, off the pad of Kraus. Rebound to Mann, who tries to jam that bouncing puck on goal. but it fluttered off his stick, and Pantelas will look for the exit pass. Finds Jacobson, who tips it into the unit with a 5-on-3. Oehring wins it to the wall. Coots helps it get back to the left point for Rudolph. Rudolph to the middle. Right side of the net for Oehring. Oehring back to Rudolph on the right side. He'll cut to the middle. Left side, Coots. Coots looks short side. That's blocked out to the line. Rudolph holds it in. Coots holds on and just barely holds the line. He's got pressure from Klippenstein as Rudolph gets it loose. Rudolph on the right side now in the middle. Heisey, a one-timer! That one was redirected by traffic. Coots back to the left point. Christensen now right side, Rudolph. Rudolph going to back up. Now he's over to the left side. Gives it right for Christensen. Christensen going to skate to the left. Christensen now to the goal line for Coots. Coots back to Christensen. Right side, Rudolph. Rudolph down low looking for Coots on the goal line. That's knocked off his stick. And Heisey comes in to help get it back. Left side point, Christensen. Right side, Rudolph. Rudolph, side of the goal, Oehring. Heisey, a one-timer off the outside of the post. Here's Rudolph now. Left point now right side. Rudolph skating around the screen. Around behind the net. Going to circle the zone out front for Heisey. And through his legs and Oehring's out to center. Wheat Kings get two fresh guys on. Here's Christensen. Into the zone. Drop back on the right wall for Heisey. Heisey, right side for Rudolph. Goal line, Oehring. Oehring. Back to Christensen, juice bomb save made, rebound, Hadland has it, and he's going to chip it out to center, and Hadland's going to go in on the attack, 5-on-3.
5-on-5 to pick up the tying goal.
Just the second shot of the period for the Brandon Wheat Kings finds the back of the net, and it's Grayson Berzinski who's got this game tied. Lavoie's back for it in his own zone, right side Pantelas, now Baummuller. Baummuller played it off the skate of Doobie. Christensen's able to hold it in as a result. Around behind the net, Oehring's after it. Oehring takes a hit but gets it loose into the corner. Lavoie with control. He'll flip it high into the air, and the Raiders will have to back up for it. Christensen and Rudolph are back for it. Christensen back in his own zone. Man, sends it out the right side, and play stopped. We got some pushing and shoving. Tie up on the draw, left side of the Raiders zone. Christensen will skate behind his net, and he'll sit and wait. Now sends it out the left side for Oehring. Oehring had it hop over his stick, couldn't poke it by Klippenstein, and here come the Wheat Kings the other way. Klippenstein just inside the Raider blue line, looking for a pass to the middle, finds Pantelas trying to find his way in. Pantelas drops it back, Lavoie shot, that's blocked, and into the right side corner of Orshilak. Oehring with a check on Klippenstein, and the official is... Why are you talking about? I have no idea. Raiders win the draw at center. Owen Korkish with the goal. Daxon Rudolph will pick up his second point of the night on the assist, and the Raiders are on the forecheck again. Klippenstein behind his net. And he escapes out the right side. Klippenstein going to get the speed going here as he tries to get around Christensen. Up the right side for Sirkin now. Sirkin is dumped hard into the wall here, and a penalty coming to Christensen. And Berzinski plays for the goal. Johnson settles it down. He'll play it right side for Sirkin. 6-5 have started. Pantelas up the right side. Sirkin's hurt as he goes to the bench here. Klippenstein's dumped into the corner by Christensen as well. Face off right side of Orshilak. One back by the Wheat Kings, still on the Westview steering and break penalty kill. Pantelas, his pass left side for Turco, fanned on a little bit, and there's a jump ball for it. It's cleared out to center by Cripps. Pantelas back in his own zone, forced behind the net by Oehring. Oehring disrupted the pass from Pantelas. Puck comes loose out to center, and Oehring's going to scoop it up and send it back to his own teammate Cripps in his own zone. Cripps left side for Bennett Kelly. Kelly back to the right side for Cripps. Cripps off the right wall for Heisey. Heisey's just going to let it go. Down the length of the ice, Krause will stop it to the left of his crease. Pantelas will scoop it up, and he'll skate out the right side. Gio Pantelas to the middle of the blue line. Now the red going to drop it back, and it's out of the reach of Turco. Hadland has to curl back for it. And here comes Hadland up the left side of center. Just as the penalty's about to expire, he'll try and work his way in. It comes to Orshilak. Orshilak's going to clear it off the right wall, and he's got Christensen for a breakaway if he can catch up. Christensen goes around behind the net, send wrap around. Oh, what a save by Krause! What a play, Mikael Orshilak up the ice looking for the breakaway feed for Christensen. And now the Wheat Kings play it off the left side wall, down the ice, and it comes to the side.
Fantastic period of hockey.
Raiders have it. Here's Boychuk off the draw. Had a nice goal earlier in this period, but he's denied on that one. Korkish hard off to the forecheck now, and he gets the puck loose just in time for Boychuk, who plays it back into the corner. Wheat Kings get control. Bame to Pantelas now. Pantelas off the left side. Nick Johnson gets a tip on it, but it's right back on the stick of Boychuk, who plays up the left side, and here's Coots in on the attack. Coots, nice pass to get it into the middle for Boychuk now. Boychuk drops it back for Rudolph. Rudolph drags, fires. That one was redirected almost at exactly 90 degrees, and it comes out to center. Here's Johnson who dumps it in. Off towards the right side of Orshilak. Izzy on the draw, win it for Matches Man. He'll send it around behind the net, left side for McKegarty. And McKegarty lifts this one down the ice. 45 seconds left to kill in this penalty kill. Pantelas out from behind his net, sends it right side for Brady Turco. He's going to get the wheels going over center. Turco into the Raiders zone. Left side blue line, Nick Johnson gets poked by him. And Pantelas is on the back check. He's got control of the rolling puck in his own zone, trying to settle it down behind his net. And Pantelas going to bring it around up to the middle of the blue line. Now drops it back for Turco. Turco skates right, sends it left for Hadland. Hadland disrupted as he enters the zone, but gets it left side for Nick Johnson. Back to the slot. Here's Bathala shot. Save made. Rebound Orshilak stands.